Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last we left off, we were talking with Alistair and planning to make a decision between him and Honora. And you're willing to give up your freedom?
If that's the price of ending the Blight, it's my duty as a Grey Warden.
Do you think you're ready to be king?
As ready as anyone ever is, I suppose. Which is to say, yes, I'm ready.
I'm ready to choose.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead for Eldon?
Now, here are the choices that you have. Alistair, Honora, or I believe Alistair and Honora should marry and rule jointly, which is not in itself a bad option. In fact, a lot of you guys have pointed out that this is a pretty good option because it gets the best of both worlds. But generally speaking, you want to talk to them, both of them, before this, because it kind of does piss both of them off to be paired like that. But no, the reason I chose the human noble origin in the first place, as opposed to mage or dwarf or elf, or any of the other origins, is because it's the only one that can choose this option. Otherwise, he simply, well, I guess I'll explain when that scene happens. Alistair will be king, and I'll rule beside him.
Really? You will? This is where I wake up, usually. Or everyone points at Lars because I have no clothes on.
Honora, the Landsmeet has decided against you. You must now swear fealty to our king, and relinquish all claim to the throne for yourself and your heirs.
If you think I will swear that oath, Eamon, you know nothing of me.
Yeah, and she's not thrilled that you decided to play her like that, getting her to testify against her father only to have him killed and her completely dethroned. Or almost completely dethroned. Honora, be reasonable.
Reason clearly had nothing to do with your choice, Warden.
We cannot leave Ferelden in a state of civil war. We must have unity. If she will not swear fealty to you, Alistair, and renounce her claim to the throne, she is a threat to us all.
Put her in the tower for now. If I fall against the Blight, then she can have her throne. If not, then we'll see.
You would give me a chance for the throne after all this?
I said if I fall, Honora. If I fall, the throne falls to you. I won't kill you while there's a chance that could happen. Somebody has to treat this Blight seriously.
That is uncharacteristically wise of you.
Yes, well, don't let it get around. I have a reputation.
Very well then. Guards, take her away.
Indeed.
Your Highness, would you address the Landsmeet?
Oh, that will be me, right?
Yes.
I never knew him, but from all I've heard of my father, what defined him was his commitment to protecting this land.
Get to the Blight already.
I was getting there. Anyway, the Blight, yes. I may be Merrick's son, but I am also a Grey Warden. I took an oath. I swore I would stand and fight the Darkspawn, no matter the cost to myself. I can't break that oath just to wear the crown. I have to go with my fellow Warden to face the Blight. When the Blight is over, I'll come back and take up my duties, whatever they are, as king. Until then, I think Eamon will have to be my regent.
Then I can do Merrick's memory no less honor than you do. I accept. And may the Maker bless your efforts against the Darkspawn.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together?
I could do no less, my king.
Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this Blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it! We'd better get going. Ferelden is depending on us.
I don't know what he was worried about. I think he's gonna make a fine king. He's very good at making speeches at any rate. Of course, that probably has more to do with his voice actor than his, well, no, his personality. The writing. Anyway, so this scene happens differently depending on your origin.
So, strange story. Tell me if you've heard this one. This fella gets made king, and then gets engaged, all on the same night.
And obviously this conversation couldn't have happened with the other origins. I'll let him tell it. You aren't angry, are you?
I'm actually fine with becoming king. I've had some time to come to terms with that. I suppose there's some good I could even do. I suppose I'm more curious about, you know, the engagement. I like the idea, but are you sure?
If you harden him, by the way, this is his reaction. He's like, yeah, I think I can do this. If you don't, his reaction is more, I'm not sure if I can do this, but I suppose I have no choice. Just the subtle differences. Yeah, subtle difference there. Anyway, am I sure I want to marry you? Yes.
Oh, I guess that saves me having to ask then. Phew. They'll expect an heir, you know. With the taint in our blood, it's hard enough for a Grey Warden to have a child on their own. For two of them, every Grey Warden I knew who had children had them before they took the joining. Having an heir might not be possible.
And that, my friends, is exactly why if you are not a human noble origin, if you are female of any other origin, he will dump you at this point, because you cannot produce an heir for him. Yeah. And, or it's implied that you might not be able to. So, yeah. That's kind of sucks. And if you weren't expecting it, and you didn't know that this was going to happen, it can piss you off as a player. If you were expecting to have a romance with his character to the actual end of the game. You can continue it if he is hardened, but only as his mistress. Otherwise, you have to make him, or you have to choose Anora to rule instead of him. And you can also still become his mistress if you have him marry Anora, but yeah. Anyway, so this is the reason why I chose the human noble origin, among others. It's an entertaining origin. So that you get the chance to have him be king, still be with him legitimately. Having your heir, maybe. Oh. Anyway, well, it won't be for lack of trying.
That's an excellent point. Good thing we got started when we did, huh? I suppose this is something we'll just have to deal with later. My coronation isn't going to happen for some time yet. And we've still the Darkspawn to fight. Alienage has left for Redcliffe, and he says the armies have almost finished gathering there. We should go to Redcliffe as soon as possible. If we don't deal with the Archdemon soon, it'll get cranky, and nobody wants that.
And that, my friends, is the Landsmeet. We've leveled up. Wonderful. And, this is where this is where it does literally gear up to the end of the game. The final onslaught. The final battle. Head to Redcliffe. We have finished as many of the side quests as I'm willing to tackle. And I think that's pretty much all of them anyway. We have put Alistair on the throne. We've engaged ourselves to him. And we've settled things as best we can. And I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, but I hope you join me next time, where I continue onward towards the end of the game, towards the final onslaught. Hope to see you next time.